A very good afternoon to all our viewers. This is Lunchtime News on TV1. Before we head into our stories in detail, let's start off with a look at headlines.
School van fare increased by 5% in line with the fuel price hike. Association of Southeast Asian Nations Economic Forum to begin today. Second phase of scrutiny of the A-level examination paper commences today. At least 35 people killed after a Nigerian gas tanker explodes.
On to those stories in detail. The School Van Drivers Association has decided to increase their fare in line with the fuel price hike.
The chairman of the association, Malshri De Silva, said that the prices have been increased by 5% from midnight last night. The Ceylon Petroleum Corporation announced that a litre of 92-octane petrol and a litre of 95-octane petrol will be increased by 4 rupees. Accordingly, the revised price of a litre of 92-octane petrol would be 149 rupees and a litre of 95-octane petrol will be 161 rupees. In line with the fuel pricing formula, a litre of super diesel will be increased by 3 rupees. And the new price of a litre of super diesel will be 133 rupees. A litre of auto diesel has been increased by 5 rupees and the new price will be 123 rupees. Lanka IOC has also decided to increase their prices and the price of a litre of auto diesel and super diesel would be 123 rupees and 133 rupees respectively. A litre of 92-octane petrol will be 150 rupees and the price of a litre of 95-octane petrol and Euro 4 will be 164 rupees.
In more local stories, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations or ASEAN World Economic Forum will begin today in Hanoi.
Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe arrived in the Noi Bai International Airport in Hanoi to attend the Economic Forum. The Premier and the Sri Lankan delegation were also welcomed in Vietnam by the Minister of Information and Communication, Yen Man Hung. Sri Lankan ambassador in Vietnam and several other dignitaries were also present to welcome Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe.
The second phase of scrutiny of the A-level examination papers commenced today. The Ministry of Education said that marking is scheduled to end on the 24th of this month. 24 schools have been selected as marking centres and 4 schools will be closed during the process. Thereby, Ananda College in Colombo, Guru Lugomi Mahavidyalaya in Kalutara, Sudharma Vidyalaya in Gaul and St. Servatius College in Matara will be closed. Only a part of the other 20 schools will be closed to carry out the process. With the present dry weather, excessive heat exposure can cause dehydration and most areas in Sri Lanka are experiencing warm weather conditions. Specialist Dr. Paba Paliyavarna says it is paramount to consume at least 3 litres of water to avoid dehydration and other illnesses. She stressed due to the present heat conditions, it is mandatory to pay close attention to appropriate clothing and creams to prevent unnecessary skin conditions. At the same time, the Water Board had highlighted that water consumption during this period has increased by 10%. The National Water Supply and Drainage Board requests the public to limit water usage to only what is required for domestic activities. The Water Board notes that water pressure to some areas in Colombo, especially those living on high ground, could be low. The Department of Meteorology says showers or thunder showers will occur at a few places in eastern, Uva and central provinces and in Vaunia, Mullaitivu and Polonnaru districts after 2 p.m. The department also predicted temporarily localized strong winds during thunder showers. In more local news, today is day 15 of the Gum at the Door-to-Door campaign and the teams travel to several districts to talk about the problems faced by the people.
Gum at the Door-to-Door initiative.
Following religious observances at the Koneshwaram Kovil, the Gum at the teams toured the villages in the area. Thonanagar is a village with around 100 families. They say they do not have a proper place to dock their boats. The lack of clean drinking water is also an issue in the area. Majid Nagar and Shafi Nagar are 2 poor villages in Trincomalee. Our teams arrived at the village this morning. They use a ferry to cross the river as they do not have a bridge. When they swim across the river, they faced wild elephant attacks as well. There are 51 families in the village and it lacks basic facilities including a hospital and a school. The road leading up to this village in Ratnapura is in a dilapidated state, though there is a bridge that too is broken. It is extremely dangerous to travel on this road during the rainy season. They face issues when they take a patient to the hospital.
Come at the door-to-door initiative.
Taking a look at sports news for this afternoon, experienced campaigner and Navy Sports Club player Sandika Hemakumari has been appointed as the new National Women's Sevens team captain. Hemakumari, who debuted with her first national cap in 2008, has been one of the most unsung heroes in the national team. Taking over the leadership from her Navy teammate Randika Kumudumali, Hemakumari is feeling positive on the upcoming Asian Sevens series, which consists of 3 legs. With that, we move on to more sports news. The victorious Sri Lankan netball team, who became 5-time Asian netball champions, returned to the island this morning.
At the finals played on Sunday, Sri Lanka comfortably defeated Singapore 69-50 to win the Asian Netball Championship title after 9 years. Sri Lanka have now qualified for the 2019 Netball World Cup, which will be held in Liverpool, England.
And that's a wrap of lunchtime news on TV1 for this afternoon. For a comprehensive report of these stories and more, simply log on to our award-winning website www.newsfirst.lk to stay updated on the latest news as and when they happen. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Jama Ratnayaka. Have a good day.